Guys, welcome back in. As always, it's gonna be another commentary video today. I know I skipped out yesterday, that's my fault. But today we're going with one of the possibly more sensitive topics. What makes you, you? What makes you as an individual unique? What separates you from the crowd? All of these are questions that can't simply be answered by this, and this sort of thing. You have to really think about this kind of thing. You have to really... You had to have sort of lived your own life. Which, I mean, you probably did. But it's just so unique, because no one thing that makes one person unique will be the same thing that makes a different person unique. Because everybody has their own little thing about them. Mine, yeah, you could call mine a couple of things, but, you know, we're just so complex. Human beings are so unique, they're so different, diverse, we're thinkers and ponderers, but also listeners and followers. I might be cooked, I might be cooked, I might be cooked. And as much as we are so similar to one another, we're also so wildly different. It's kind of funny to think that we're all made up of the same things. Two very different people who come from the same genetic material. It's very interesting. Well, not the same genetic material, but you know what I'm getting at. We're all very similar in different respects, but so very unique in most others. And I feel like some people really find it hard finding what that thing that makes them different, them unique from the crowd. And I just gotta say to everybody who's still struggling with that, it will come in time. You will figure it out. And if not, just keep searching. You know, everybody... I'm not a very religious man, but I do believe everything is here for a sort of purpose. What that purpose may be, I have absolutely no clue. But things don't just... Life doesn't just progress with no meaning, it progresses with definition. Certainty as you move forward. It's not just, you know, moving through life aimlessly or following the path set out by others for me. It's, I'm going to take this guideline people have made for me, and I'm going to make it my own. I'm not going to follow them directly, but I'm going to take inspiration. Everybody's story shouldn't be a guide to copy. It should always be inspiration for your own story. And as much as I mean that in a literal sense, like, you shouldn't take people's writings or art or music or whatever it may be, you also shouldn't take their life. You have to live your own life, but you can still inspire what you do off of others. And I know I do it plenty. I have a lot of people in my life I look up to. I strive to be like, but I don't strive to be them. And that's just something to think about. And in a way, some people will never really find that difference. And that's okay. Because most of those people aren't necessarily searching for it. And those people who are searching for it and just can't find it, usually they'll give up eventually. And it's right then when you give up, you gave up. You'll never truly find your purpose unless you make your purpose finding it. I know it. I'm very fortunate. I found what I really want to do very early in my life. But I know that most people aren't that fortunate. They spend so much time in their life trying to really find who they are, when all the searching they've been doing has been taking them further away from the person they feel they truly are. But if you have that inkling, if you have that feeling of, maybe this is who I am, chances are you're right. Because the only person who knows who you are is yourself. So trust your gut. If you feel like your life is going to be best spent not doing anything with it, that is your own decision to make. And maybe that is who you are. That's not necessarily a great thing to everybody, but if it's a great thing to you, then maybe that is who you are. And it's all about exploring options. I tried a lot of different things before I found this whole YouTube thing and writing. I had to go. I tried ant keeping, which I wouldn't say is a purpose. That would always be more classified as a hobby. But I tried ant keeping. I tried really hard to get into music. There are still tons of lyrics in my phone that will probably never see the light of day. I mean, we'll see. But there were so many different things. I tried to be an artist. I really still want to be an animator because I have a couple cool ideas to animate. But I know that I've truly found writing, and I know it really is my thing. Because whenever I do it, I don't think about those other things. Like whenever I was doing music, I mean, all music really was writing about all the other things in life that are capturing my attention. And I really didn't feel as if that was great as a hobby. Sure, I enjoyed it, but it was always that I really want to do something else, but I'm doing this because of the fact I want to do something else. Which is kinda odd in its own fashion. A weird feeling to have, very conflicting emotions. But that's just how it feels sometimes. Sometimes there are conflicts. Sometimes there are different voices in your head, different versions that you can see of yourself trying to pull you in different directions. And I know you can't follow them all, but at least hear all those directions out. So, I think that's a pretty good place to wrap this one up. I mean, it was probably a pretty good place to wrap it up about 3 minutes ago, but that was the commentary. If you like this type of content, there is plenty more of it. There's plenty more of it on my channel, and there is plenty more of it to come. I don't have any other ideas at the moment, but I'm sure I'll come up with a few others here in the coming hours, if I'm being totally honest. So, I do hope you really enjoyed this, and I'll see you down in the comment section.